What's happening, people? This is Nocturnal Thoughts. Just a real quick video. I was watching, my usual showbiz, the adult boxing ego. I wanted to chime in on a few topics. First of all, the Manny Pacquiao ankle injury. That's huge. The thing is, we're looking at Manny Pacquiao no longer being in his prime. This whole thing about this young lion versus the old lion, I look at it like this. Manny Pacquiao has already climbed Mt Everest. Keith Thurman is on his way to the top of Mt Everest, possibly. But if anybody knows a thing or two about Mt Everest, some people never make it to the top. But the thing is, there are a lot of people that make it to the top, but they die on the way down. They say that climbing Mount Everest is not easy going up. Of course, everybody has a Mount Everest. Everybody has a Mount Everest. A lot of people say that professional athletes die twice. They die when their career is over athletically, and then they die, as we all do, just as a human being. Everybody has a Mount Everest. Sometimes we might fall short. We might not make it to the peak. But there are the few people that make it. They have the push, they have the drive. Everything that goes wrong, they're able to overcome and make it to the top. But then there are some people that make it to the top of Mount Everest. They see the view, but then on the way down, when they're descending, is when they find their demise. So which one is it going to be? Is it going to be Keith Thurman, who doesn't make it to the top? Or is it going to be Manny Pacquiao, that on his way down, he finds his fatality? We'll see. With the ankle injury, with Manny Pacquiao's fighting style, that's a big deal. Because he's like a kangaroo with those huge calves. He jumps in, pop, 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 jumps out. We all know that, and plus he's a southpaw, but we all know that Mayweather was able to defeat Manny Pacquiao. And Keith Thurman does have a few ways that resemble a Mayweather in as far as being a pure boxer. Most people are giving Keith Thurman, I don't know, it's getting, I watched some of their training. Let me digress. I watched some of their training. I forget the YouTube video channel that I watched to see some of their, their core training, doing some abs and some running and some, light bag work. So I'll go back over, I'll find out who that was that I watched so I can give you a proper shout out. But I have to say, both of those guys look good. I would have to say, with just as far as training, Manny Pacquiao always impresses me more with the way that he trains. Keith Thurman, there were a few things, a few movements that he did do that were new and fresh to my eyes that I can't wait to get into the gym and try out. But for the most part, as far as training and just a little glimpse into the training, I like to see the way Manny Pacquiao trains. But according to the report, he is suffering from a little bit of a sprain in his ankle, but he's still going to go through with the fight. How much will that affect him? We'll have to wait and see. The thing about it is, he's a true warrior. I know Manny Pacquiao will go out on his shield or go out on his sword, either way it goes. But I'm glad to see that he's not, postponing or delaying or using an injury to prolong the fight. So, because the countdown is on, we're already in June. This month is going to fly by. So we're going to be seeing, their fight coming up very soon. I think Triple G is fighting this weekend. I have to look into that. So let me do that. I wanted to make this real quick video just to throw that analogy out there with the Mt Everest. Like I said, some people, they do make it to the top. They don't make it down. I always thought that was ironic. And that's almost going to be a perfect play out with Keith Thurman versus this Manny Pacquiao, because I'm still going for the old. I'm a middle-aged guy. Shots out to Showbiz the Dope. I'm a middle-aged guy, so I gotta pull for Manny Pacquiao. I never really was huge into Keith Thurman. One time Keith Thurman's career. I just feel like his resume is so incomplete, and he still has some work to do. I feel like he kind of dodged around Errol Spence, and when I take that under consideration, I feel like even if he was to defeat Manny Pacquiao, you can't, that's dicey. That's dicey. So how much credit will I give him for Manny Pacquiao? It just depends on how it all plays out, whether or not I feel like he beat Manny Pacquiao in some form of his best version of himself right now, because he can never be the prime that he was when he fought Cotto, but he still come in very impressive, to where I see him giving Thurman a lot of adversity, and Thurman's able to overcome it and win. It just depends on the fashion of how this fight's going to play out, whether or not I look at Keith Thurman any differently. Honestly, I would like to see him fight Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, so on, so forth, and etc. Anyways, I'm not going to hold y'all long. Matter of fact, this video is going to be under 10 minutes. I'm going to get back on YouTube, finish watching the interview with Eddie Hearns. He's a slick talker, but I'm still interested to see how he's going to kind of gloss over the situation. He's doing a mighty fine job from what I've seen halfway through the interview. He was really able to, do some work on that black eye, that his what just happened with his cash cow. He's able to put a real good spin job on it. The man is a platinum tongue. So I'm going back to watching that interview, and then I'm going to look into this Triple G fight. I probably won't watch the highlights until later. It kind of just snuck up on me. I'm a busy person, and I can't just keep in touch with everything that's going on. Matter of fact, my son has a tournament tonight, so I gotta go watch. I'll be watching basketball until maybe 11 o'clock tonight. So I appreciate all my new subscribers. Leave me some comments. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. Shouts out to everybody in YouTube world. This is Nocturnal Thoughts. Peace. I'm out. Bow.